Blast off, the long-awaited launch of SpaceX's Super Heavy rocket. Are you ready for liftoff? The long-awaited launch of SpaceX's Super Heavy rocket is finally upon us. After years of planning and preparation, the world is eagerly anticipating the moment when this massive rocket will blast off into the skies. But what makes the Super Heavy rocket so special? And what does this launch mean for the future of space exploration? Hey there, folks! Welcome to our channel. Here, we explore the latest trends and developments in the tech industry, from cutting-edge technology to the latest science discoveries. In this video, we will talk about updates regarding the SpaceX's Super Heavy rocket. But before we move forward, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel and tap the notification bell so you won't miss any of our uploads. SpaceX is committed to maintaining its position as the leader in the private space industry. Despite starting from behind established players, SpaceX is forging ahead by securing launch contracts from private and government clients. The driving force behind much of the company's growth is the personal ambition of its visionary CEO, Elon Musk. While his ultimate goal is to make space travel accessible to everyone, not just the wealthy, his primary ambition is to establish permanent human habitation on Mars. To achieve this, Musk is overseeing the development of the Starship, the most powerful rocket ever built, which will transport both humans and cargo to the Red Planet. As of February 2023, the date for the planned first orbital flight test has been announced for March 2023. The Starship is designed in two stages, with the lower stage, or Super Heavy, being the most powerful booster rocket ever constructed. Despite its massive power, the Super Heavy is fully reusable, and Musk wants it to be ready for the next launch within 30 minutes of landing. It is a giant structure, towering at 69 meters tall and 9 meters in diameter, with a gross liftoff mass of over 3 million kilograms. It has retractable legs and is equipped with Raptor engines designed in-house. While the Super Heavy can land on its legs after decoupling from the upper stage, Musk has engineered a more daring landing strategy. It will be caught mid-air by a pair of arms attached to the launch tower. Even though this poses a risk, Musk is determined to proceed. Fans are eager to see the Super Heavy take off, but other groups are also awaiting its launch with anticipation. In addition to SpaceX's plans for the Starship, other organizations have also expressed interest in utilizing the spacecraft for their own purposes. The US Army, for example, is exploring the possibility of using the Starship to transport heavy cargo quickly and efficiently from one location to another on Earth. This application could have significant implications for the military's logistical operations. SpaceX, too, a separate venture from SpaceX, is also investigating the potential use of the Starship for rapid transportation of passengers on Earth. This service would provide an alternative to traditional air travel, enabling people to travel much faster and with greater convenience. Elon Musk has also highlighted the significant contribution that the Starship could make to space research. By launching the spacecraft via the Super Heavy booster, heavy-duty equipment and scientific instruments could be transported to other planets for exploration and investigation. Despite the immense potential of the Starship, extensive testing and development are required before the spacecraft can be launched into orbit. SpaceX's team has been working tirelessly at their facilities in Boca Chica, Texas, to prepare the Super Heavy for its historic launch. The Booster 7 prototype of the Super Heavy recently underwent some necessary repairs, after which new Raptor engines were installed. The SpaceX team then conducted tests to ensure that the booster was functioning at peak capacity. This was followed by a cryogenic proof test, which involved filling the tanks with at least 3,000 tons or 6.5 million pounds of liquid nitrogen and oxygen to verify the spacecraft's ability to withstand the extreme temperatures of space. The Booster 7 passed these tests with flying colors, completing 2 full cryoproof tests in less than 48 hours, and was back to the orbital launch site on May 6, 2022. Days later, SpaceX attached a crane to Super Heavy B7 and removed it from the orbital launch mound before rolling the rocket back to Starbase's build site. With each successful test and development milestone, the excitement surrounding the eventual launch of the Super Heavy and Starship only continues to grow. The details of what occurred within the facility were not disclosed by Musk via Twitter, his preferred communication channel. However, fans were thrilled by the news of the installation of the more powerful version 2 wrapped rocket engines. Booster 7 has the capacity to accommodate 33 engines, which can generate approximately 7,600 metric tons of thrust when fired simultaneously. Shortly after, Teslarati reported that SpaceX was rapidly working towards a static fire campaign that would qualify the booster for flight, a crucial step in determining its flight readiness. Musk added to the excitement by confirming that SpaceX had acquired all the necessary Raptor engines for the first orbital flight. Before the first orbital flight, SpaceX was spotted moving in numerous Raptor engines. However, SpaceX is taking its time while simultaneously encasing Booster 7's Raptors and engine section in shrouds, which will protect them during static fire testing, as well as during launch, re-entry, and landing if the booster makes it that far. Around the same time, SpaceX also installed grid fins on Booster 7. Moreover, in mid-September of 2021, SpaceX was working on the orbital launch site, refilling the vast tank farms that store subcools and distribute thousands of tons of liquid oxygen, liquid methane, liquid nitrogen, and other gases. This step was crucial for a full wet dress rehearsal, which has never been performed with Super Heavy. To complete the process, the booster needed to be filled with roughly 3,400 tons of propellant. Subsequently, SpaceX mounted Booster 7 on the orbital launch mound using the giant robot arms on the launch tower. This marked the third time Booster 7 was placed on the mound, with the first being in March before completing 2 cryo-proof tests, and the second in May, after returning from a repair. By this time, SpaceX had completed the aero covers, chimes, car-sized grid fins, Starlink internet dishes, and most crucially, installed the 33 upgraded Raptor V2 engines. This means that Booster 7 should be able to produce around 41% more thrust than Booster 4, theoretically making it capable of achieving the desired outcome. SpaceX has achieved a significant milestone by completing the installation of Booster 7's Raptor heat shield in just 6 weeks, a task that took Booster 4 almost half a year. This achievement underscores SpaceX's ability to streamline its production processes and achieve significant efficiencies. However, it is worth noting that the testing of Booster 4 did not receive as much priority as Booster 7. The static fire test campaign for Booster 7 will begin with just a few Raptor engines being fired. SpaceX has never fired more than 6 Raptor engines at a time, and it has never fired more than 3 Raptors on a booster. The arms used to lift the booster onto the mound performed as expected, and the booster was secured by the Mound 20 hold-down clamps. These arms are complex but not sensitive to the wind, which would have been a problem if SpaceX had used cranes in the open Texas fields. However, during a partial wet dress rehearsal, a dispersed cloud of methane gas found an accidental ignition source, causing an unexpected explosion in Fireball. Musk revealed that the damage was minor, but Booster 7 would have to be taken off the mound again for repairs. SpaceX attempted to empty the Super Heavy Booster 7 of its propellant to prevent more explosions and avoid stoking a fire at the pad. Musk said that Booster 7 would return to the launch mound, and SpaceX would likely be able to repair the Raptor engines with minor damage and reuse them on a future booster. The explosion may also give SpaceX invaluable data that can be used to improve the durability and performance of Raptor and Super Heavy's heat shield. However, a systematic inspection of Booster 7 could take a week or two, and in the worst-case scenario, the break could grow to a month or more if more chronic damage is discovered. There are 2 possible outcomes for SpaceX. If the Super Heavy returns quickly, it means that the prototype is mostly in great shape after such a violent anomaly, which bodes well for the rocket's durability during future ground and flight testing. If the opposite is the case, then it's time for SpaceX to seriously reconsider whether Booster 7 is fit to support Starship's orbital launch debut or even proceed to static fire testing. However, SpaceX has recently finished stacking Booster 8, which could take over from Booster 7 in a matter of weeks, or it could even join a repaired Booster 7 at the launch pad for basic proof testing, while its predecessor attempts to restart its first static fire campaign. As we watch the Super Heavy rocket soar into the sky, we can't help but feel a sense of awe and wonder. This launch marks a major milestone in the history of space exploration, and it's just the beginning. With each successful mission, SpaceX is pushing the boundaries of what's possible, paving the way for a future where space travel is more accessible and sustainable than ever before. We may not know what the future holds, but one thing is certain: the Super Heavy rocket is just the first step on a journey that will take us to the stars and beyond. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest content. We appreciate your support and look forward to seeing you in the next video.